Three, two, one. Welcome to another episode of the Brewery Word Podcast. I'm Alex. You can call me Brewery. I am your main solo speaker. I'm sorry that there are no other speakers with me. If you're new to this podcast, let me say thank you for joining me. I want to have this discussion for a long time. I'm very sorry for not uploading episodes for a while. I will be speaking about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp in this episode. I just want to go in depth about Amber Heard's true character. I feel that this is important to talk about because people do not understand how angry people are with this situation between Amber and Johnny Depp. Everyone is siding with Johnny Depp and going against Amber Heard. Amber is the type of person that can dish it, but she'll never take it. Johnny Depp has been the type of person who has not been problematic towards other people. This, as far as I know, he's not the type to start stuff with other people. That would be Amber Heard. I need to shine light by defending Johnny Depp. I need to shine light by talking about Amber Heard's true character. I want to record this episode because I wanted to see how this will play out between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. I continue to wait for more updates. At the end of the day, I heard a lot of updates. The one about Aquaman 2, the one about Pirates of the Caribbean 6, the one with Fantastic Beasts 3. I need to break it down on who Johnny Depp is. He has been getting a lot of opportunities after suing Amber Heard for defamation. Why is Amber Heard famous? The problem that I have with Amber Heard is that she wants to make it controversial to hurt Johnny Depp. Let me go over what happened between the both of them. I'm just happy that I'm recording this episode about this situation. This needs to be taken seriously, and people need to talk about this a lot. Johnny Depp has been hitting the mainstream media. I've seen several commentary videos about Johnny Depp on YouTube. I definitely want to talk about Johnny Depp in this episode. I've been paying attention to what was going on between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. After their violent dispute, Johnny Depp was in a relationship with Amber Heard for 4 years. Amber Heard, who now is the ex-wife of Johnny Depp, they were both married for over a year. Heard and Depp married in 2015. In May 2016, she filed for a domestic violence restraining order against Johnny Depp. She accused him of abusing her, hit her. There was no proof that Johnny Depp abused her. There was an image that surfaced with Johnny Depp having a black eye. I always believed that it looked real. Well, what I found was that there was an audio Johnny Depp and Amber Heard arguing. I want to go over it later in this episode. There was an image of Amber's bruise, which surfaced on the internet. People are already fired up about. I'm still shaken knowing about what his ex-wife did to Johnny Depp. People are still speaking about this. No one is going to stop speaking about this until Johnny Depp gets justice. I want to express my insight about this. I had to wait and see how this will play out. I had to wait for more updates about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I hope more media outlets are covering this to defend Johnny Depp. Unfortunately, I didn't see this happening. Not a lot of media outlets defended Johnny Depp. Johnny and his ex-wife Amber had a falling out of their marriage. They divorced. They had a toxic marriage. Amber Heard was slandering Johnny Depp to be a woman beater. In other words, she said that he allegedly beat her and he put his hands on her. There are audio clips for Amber Heard admitting that she was not innocent. Later on, Johnny Depp had to file a libel case against The Sun, the magazine from the United Kingdom. He was portrayed to be a wife beater in the magazine of The Sun. Sorry, that was the article. Johnny Depp knows that this is not true. We all know that this is the worst narrative to come up because we all heard the audio. On the day of court, he told his side of the story. He had stories about how Amber Heard was physically abusive towards him. He went in depth about it. He lost the libel case against The Sun because the judge declared that The Sun wrote the truth. The judge also declared that he was the aggressor of beating and abusing Amber Heard. The conclusion made no sense, and we know that it is the opposite way, which is Amber Heard being the aggressor. The real truth is that there is no evidence that Amber Heard was abused. After Johnny Depp lost the libel case against The Sun, he was losing out on lucrative acting deals. Warner Bros. Recently forced Johnny Depp to step down from his acting role as Grindelwald in the Fantastic Beasts 3 film. Currently, there's a petition gaining momentum for Amber Heard to be removed from Aquaman 2. Johnny Depp lost out on an acting deal with the Pirates of the Caribbean 6. In case you know it or not, Disney owns these films, Pirates of the Caribbean 1 through 6. This is definitely one of the films that Johnny Depp has a significant acting role in. The Pirates of the Caribbean franchise is a billion-dollar company with the 5 films that they produced. I would watch these movies just to watch Johnny Depp. In other words, Disney cut ties with Johnny Depp. I'm not sure if it's permanent. I hope that it's not permanent. After losing the lawsuit against The Sun magazine from the UK, he is billed $4 million. That's pretty insane. $4 million is a lot of money, especially when you are in debt. You don't want to fall in that financial trap. Avoid being in debt. Johnny Depp is currently suing Amber Heard for defamation after losing the case against The Sun. The case is currently in Virginia. Well, that is on a federal level. Johnny Depp started suing her because she hit him and that she claimed that Johnny Depp hit her. That's why he was pursuing this defamation lawsuit against her. However, there are social media trends such as justice for Johnny Depp, Amber Heard is an abuser, Johnny Depp is innocent, Amber Heard is cancelled, and meant to. There are other Twitter trends used relating to Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Now that there are petitions to remove Amber Heard from Aquaman 2, it rose from 500,000 to 1 million signatures in 2 days. That's crazy. The last time I checked, there were more than 1 million signatures. I don't want to get it wrong on the exact numbers because I don't know how many signatures the petition has so far. I'm sure that the petition has over 1 million signatures. Right now, there are more than 300,000 signatures for demanding Disney to cast Johnny Depp's role in Pirates of the Caribbean 6. Like, I don't know if his career is over. I hope that's not over at all. The fans hope that's not over. A petition to bring back Johnny Depp to the Fantastic Beasts franchise reached nearly 150,000 signatures. I was expecting that there would be a million signatures for the petition. Who knows what can happen if it reached to a significant amount of signatures. I feel that they would miss out on Johnny Depp having a role in Fantastic Beasts 3. Personally, I want him to come back because he would do well acting in his role of Fantastic Beast. Personally, I want him to come back because he would do well acting in his role of Fantastic Beasts 3. Now his role was already snatched by Warner Bros. I question myself, would I watch Fantastic Beasts 3 without Johnny Depp being casted in the rest of the movie? In other words, Warner Bros. Would do well if they let Johnny Depp keep his acting role in Fantastic Beasts 3. I don't think that anyone would deny that. It's no surprise that Walt Disney Studios would do well if they let Johnny keep his acting role in the Pirates of the Caribbean 6, especially he had so many acting roles in the previous films of Pirates of the Caribbean. He played one of the well-known characters in the 5 films of the Pirates of the Caribbean films. His name is Jack Sparrow. Everyone knows that he has been playing Jack Sparrow consistently in the 5 series of Pirates of the Caribbean. It's sad that he's not playing as Jack Sparrow in the 6th film of the Pirates of the Caribbean. Since the defamation lawsuit is in Virginia, because Johnny Depp sued her for defamation. I hope that Amber Heard does not do anything shady by contacting a federal judge to make sure that Johnny Depp loses. If that's true, then this is messed up. I want to go in depth about it later in this episode. I knew nothing about this until 2019. As soon as I heard some stuff about it, I did some research on Amber Heard and Johnny Depp's situation. Amber Heard's story did not make any sense at all. As far as what happened and what has been reported, J.K. Rowling stood by Johnny Depp. J.K. Rowling spoke out and said, I know things that you do not know. That is the reason why she was sticking by him. There have been witnesses who are standing by Johnny Depp. I would definitely say that Johnny Depp's exes were defending him. I didn't expect that because usually your exes don't speak to you after a breakup or falling out. So I'm happy to see it happening. I respect that. One of Johnny Depp's closest friends was defending him. They are defending him, saying that he has not done any harm. In addition, they witnessed Amber Heard being violent. I found the article where his exes and other people were defending him. I'll definitely read what people said about Johnny Depp. Someone's last name is Ryder. She's mentioned that she was in a 4-year relationship with Depp. She spoke out in a court document. She said, I'm aware of the violence allegations that have been made publicly for the last few years by Johnny Depp's ex-wife Amber Heard. I knew Johnny Depp very well years ago. We were together as a couple for 4 years, and I counted him as my best friend and as close to me as family. I count our relationship as one of the more significant relationships of my life. I understand that it is important that I speak from my own experience, as I obviously was not there during his marriage to Amber, but from my experience, which was so different, I was absolutely shocked, confused, and upset when I heard the accusations against him. The idea that he is an incredibly violent person is the farthest thing from the Johnny I knew and loved. I can't wrap my head around these accusations. He was never violent towards me. He was never abusive at all towards me. He has never been violent or abusive towards anybody I have seen. I truly and honestly only know him as a really good man, an incredibly loving, extremely caring guy who is so very protective of me and the people that he loves. And I felt so very safe with him. I don't want to call anyone a liar, but from my own experience of Johnny, it is impossible to believe that such horrific allegations are true. I find it extremely upsetting knowing him as I do. That is what that person said. And there was another person who spoke out, and her last name is Paradis. She is a French model, singer, and actress. She submitted a similar statement to the UK court saying, I have known Johnny for more than 25 years. We've been partners for 14 years and we raised our 2 children together. Through all these years, I've known Johnny to be a kind, attentive, generous, and non-violent person and father. On movie sets, the actors, directors, and entire crews adore him because he is humble and respectful to everyone, as well as being one of the best actors we've seen. I'm aware of the allegations which Amber Heard has publicly accused Johnny of for more than 4 years now. This is nothing like the true Johnny I have known, and from my personal experience of many years, I can say he was never violent or abusive towards me. I can say he was never violent or abusive to me. I have seen that these outrageous statements have been really distressing and also caused damage to his career because unfortunately, people have gone on believing these false facts. This is so upsetting as he has helped so many people in his personal and professional life with kindness and generosity. That is what Parody said. That's her last name, but I don't know her first name. I just found it through the article. In March, Depp's Pirates of the Caribbean cast member Penelope Cruz wrote a declaration for court that she had not witnessed Depp, whom she met when she was 19 years old, engaging in violent behavior. Many years have passed, and I have not only made 3 movies with him, but I also counted on him as a great friend. I have always been impressed by his kindness, his brilliant mind, his talent, and his peculiar sense of humor, she wrote in the court documents. I want to go over how Amber was caught through the audio clips, but the tapes came out and showed that he did nothing wrong. Johnny Depp is innocent from Amber Heard slandering him and ruining his reputation because she admitted that she abused him. There was another recording. In another recording, she apologized to Johnny Depp for abusing him. There's no way that she can argue against him once she admits to something like this. She slandered his name and labeled him as a woman beater, let alone a wife beater. While it makes sense to label Amber Heard as a man beater, the husband beater, everyone hates that title. I don't like the title at all. It doesn't make sense that Amber had the audacity to lie after the tapes came out. You can't lie anymore. No one wants to live with that negative title for the rest of their life. I don't know if she realized what she said, but she can't take back what she said. She admitted that she was abusive towards Johnny Depp. She admitted that she threw pots and pans at him. She cut his finger by throwing a vodka bottle at him, so he had to be hospitalized. She placed a cigarette on his face. In addition, his wound has already healed back to normal. Do you know how much it hurts when someone throws these heavy things towards you? That can cause much damage to your body, and you never know if you can survive from it. I don't know if it's hard to tell how much your body can handle from these bodily damages. The human body is delicate no matter how much you can hurt a person. No matter what object she threw at, he could have been murdered. If Johnny Depp did not survive, Amber Heard would be charged with murder. Speaking of abuse, there are different things that can cause a bruise. I remember when an image leaked of her having a bruise, it's hard for me to believe if a bruise is real. I'm not trying to discredit someone, I mean Amber Heard. She claimed that Johnny Depp beat her. I hate that Johnny Depp is portrayed as a scapegoat. Amber Heard was complacent with what she was doing to Johnny Depp, so she did not see anything wrong with it. She was not bold enough to say that she was wrong for abusing and slandering Johnny Depp. Her apology towards Johnny was not real. One person is used to being blamed, so people can blame the person all day, every day. I would hate to be Johnny Depp because his ex-wife is the one that is ruining his reputation. The media is following it. Hollywood is following it. It's very clear that she spoke against him out of spite, and it's very clear that she spoke against him out of spite. She was very envious of him having the success that he had in the past. Johnny Depp is still successful today. She also thinks that she's untouchable for what she was doing to ruin this man's career and reputation. The audios don't lie. The evidence doesn't lie. At the end of the day, you can't take back what you said in those audio clips. You can't take down the evidence because everyone already heard it. It's too late. Overall, it stays up for the whole world to see it all. Clearly, she's an unstable person because she was violent towards him. If anything else, she needs to lose her endorsement deals. Tell me how many endorsement deals she currently has. I wish that I knew this already, since she did not say anything wrong with that. I feel that she would do anything to manipulate people so people believe her lies again. Everyone wants her to get dropped immediately. No company that endorses her should work with someone that would do something unforgivable and damaging, let alone irreversible, let alone end people's careers. The reason why she got these endorsement deals is because of Johnny Depp. She should be blessed that Johnny Depp gave her a platform. This is what happens when you bite the hand that feeds you. But she was looking for ways to take him down. She expected the worst of him, so she took advantage of that when the dispute happened between her and Johnny Depp. It doesn't make sense that he is painted in a bad light. He's innocent. He's well known to be casted in movies. I'm talking about the Pirates of the Caribbeans, Alice in Wonderland, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So far, he has acted in 45 movies. He won numerous nominations and awards. I almost forgot that he acted in a series of shows, whether he was a guest character or a main character. I've seen a lot of support for Johnny Depp from millions of people after he lost a court case against the UK magazine, The Sun. I mean justice for Johnny Depp. He needs justice. I'm supporting the idea of rooting for Johnny Depp. I'm sure that he is seeing it unfold. He's aware that people are supporting him, so he's thanking us for sticking by him. It doesn't make sense that Johnny Depp has evidence on his ex-wife, Amber Heard, but it was not validated enough for him to be innocent. I wonder what she was exactly doing behind the scenes to make sure that Johnny Depp lost the libel case in the UK. Johnny Depp has a right to defend himself. Johnny Depp has a right to tell his story. I felt that Hollywood should have given him the benefit of the doubt. We heard her in the audio admitting that she was the aggressor. She's still acting like the audio doesn't exist. Nothing has hurt her. At this point, she has nothing to lose. The acting industry and the rest of Hollywood is turning their backs on him. Why didn't Amber Heard speak out when she admitted that she abused Johnny Depp? I want to go after every single person who stood by Amber Heard. I already saw narcissistic vibes from her. It's clear that Amber Heard didn't see anything wrong with what she did after a violent dispute with her ex-husband. It would be a different story if Johnny Depp was convicted of domestic violence. No one would care about him. No one would watch movies that Johnny Depp is casted in. People would trash his name if he was an abuser. As far as petitioning Amber Heard to be removed, she does not deserve anything. She doesn't need a reward at all. I don't think that it makes a difference to give her a cookie. I don't have a problem grilling her. People are already dragging her. I don't think that Johnny Depp cares about Amber Heard being dragged. He should enjoy it. I bet he's not paying attention to it. No one likes her. She showed who she is as a person, drowning people's success. If Warner Bros. And Disney kept themselves updated with the story, then nothing would hurt Johnny Depp. I'm sure that any movie production company will lose money to cast the wrong people. Personally, I have not watched Aquaman 1 at all. I can't say how it is without watching it. I don't I don't know the plot and what the movie was about. If the second film of Aquaman 2 did not do well, then chances are it's gonna have negative reviews. I don't think that there's any way that the third film of Aquaman should be produced and filmed because the second film did not do well. That is how I look at it. I don't respect Amber Heard at all. I never expected her to be part of Aquaman 2. Imagine how much money they would lose if not a lot of people watched the movie Aquaman 2. Same with Fantastic Beasts 3. If Fantastic Beasts 3 did not do well, then what makes you think that the fourth film of Fantastic Beasts would do well? That's how I feel, and I hope that everyone feels the same way, not dictating how people should and should not feel. Overall, I feel bad for Johnny Depp because he can do so much to protect his reputation. He has so much money. I hope that he's not losing his wealth. Maybe it's not enough for the fans to help and defend Johnny Depp because the mainstream media refuses to defend him. I feel that the mainstream media could save themselves if they defended Johnny Depp and spoke against Amber Heard. In order for the mainstream media to save themselves, they would stop defending Amber Heard and claim that she's a victim. Amber Heard still does not care if she ruined this man's career. I find the situation of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard challenging because he is suing her for $50 million. I feel that this should have been done earlier. I mean, that's a lot of money. Actually, it's reasonable for him to sue her that much money. There is a bunch of evidence against her and things came out. If he were to lose his lawsuit in the UK, then the defamation lawsuit filed by Johnny Depp should be taken seriously because Amber Heard's side of the story was not making sense. It was not adding up at all. Her throwing the vodka bottle led Johnny to have hand bruises. Her throwing the vodka bottle led Johnny to have hand injuries. There was a photo of his black eye. The Blast Media posted this on their site. If she did this, then she's not allowed to work in the movie industry. That's not an opinion, it is the truth. Since we have a voice, we need to make sure to use our voices to make sure that we don't work with shady, opportunistic people like her. I don't like to say this. This audio was recorded and exposed for everyone to listen to for a reason. I think that this was a blessing enough for people to know how much of a bad person Amber Heard is. I feel that the way she flipped out on him spoke louder to all of us. It was very hard and painful to hear her do nothing but speak. You hear how much she was insulting Johnny Depp. She called him immature. She is immature in the beginning of the audio. It is indicated that Johnny Depp did not initiate an argument with her. He was not trying he was not trying to sound combative at all. In the audio, you can tell that she was doing nothing but blaming him. Her attitude also spoke louder to me because you can tell how entitled she is. There's no way that anyone can trust Amber because she admitted to hitting Johnny Depp. If she can act combative and abusive towards Johnny Depp, imagine what she would do to Johnny Depp behind closed doors when there are no audio clips and videos. I don't think that it matters if he realizes or not he was being recorded at all. In the audio, you can tell that she was doing nothing but trying to push his buttons. It's very clear that she wanted a rise out of Johnny, and it looks like she failed. I definitely want to say things would not be possible if there was no proof of video and audio evidence that Amber is crazy. Trust me, Johnny Depp knows that every single person is on his side. I am too. I want to talk about how people are doing anything to turn on you. That happened to Johnny Depp. People were boycotting Warner Bros. For forcing Johnny Depp to quit his lucrative deal from his acting role with the Fantastic Beasts franchise. Let's go over the part where he lost out on acting lucrative deals from the Fantastic Beasts franchise. I believe that Warner Bros. Would lose money if he was not casted as Grindelwald in the Fantastic Beasts franchise. I feel that people would boycott Disney because Johnny Depp is not casted in the Pirates of the Caribbean 6 film. I don't know if it will make a difference to bring Johnny Depp back to Pirates of the Caribbean 6 and Fantastic Beasts 3, let alone fire Amber if Johnny Depp wins the defamation lawsuit. Recently, I know that Warner Bros. Had to replace Johnny Depp in order for someone to play Grindelwald. That is a fact. I would not be surprised if the majority of Johnny Depp fans do not watch the films because of Amber Heard, including Aquaman 2. I bet that people would watch Aquaman 2 if Amber Heard was not casted in the movie. The acting industry is not going to care if they regret turning on Johnny Depp. I know people who love marbles, no offense. Warner Bros. And Disney can go screw themselves. They just shot themselves in the foot because they decided not to hear the audio. Amber admitting she beat Johnny Depp. At the end of the day, it doesn't change that we have to express ourselves and hold people accountable. It doesn't hurt to start a petition. I felt that the petition could not work because Warner Bros. Refused to listen to millions of people who dislike Amber Heard. I didn't think that the petition worked to bring back Johnny Depp to Pirates of the Caribbean 6. I think that they were aware that the public eye doesn't respect Amber Heard. I'm not knocking those who would want to see the movie Aquaman 2 and Fantastic Beasts 3. Time and time again, we have seen nothing bad happening to Amber Heard when Warner Bros. Kept her in the Aquaman 2 movie. This is no means to attack someone if they were to watch Aquaman 2, Pirates of the Caribbean 6, and Fantastic Beasts 3, but I could care less about the films right now. I'm just being honest. I haven't seen her act in a movie, not one movie. I didn't know who she was until Johnny Depp and Amber Heard made major headlines. I hear that she's not the greatest actresses in the world, she's the worst actress ever. Go against I'm not saying do not go against what is wrong. I feel that Warner Bros. And Walt Disney is ignoring the lawsuits and these voices. I think that Warner Bros. Is going to do things that we're not gonna like, and it may be too late to change it. I don't know if Hollywood is paying attention to the current case between Amber and Johnny Depp. I don't think that there's anything Warner Bros. Can do to change that Johnny Depp was fired or something. I don't think that Disney changed their minds. If they did, I don't know. I doubt that there would be a plot twist soon. For example, Johnny Depp would return to Pirates of the Caribbean 6, which would never happen. It would be nice if he did return. I don't see a plot twist that is good with Fantastic Beasts 3. I feel that he would get paid more if he had major roles as Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts 3. That's how I look at it. I want to talk about the idea that Johnny Depp may have lost some friends. In Hollywood, there's no such thing as friends. You have to be careful who you call your friends. At the end of the day, I have to blame the people who sided with Amber while working in the media industry. I also wonder how many friends he had siding with Amber Heard. It makes me angry to ask and ponder if there were people that were there for Johnny Depp. It would be nice to drag every single person who publicly sided with Amber Heard. Now I now I realize that Hollywood is never your friend. You will realize that people will betray you and you will not want to speak to them ever again. I don't think that's possible for Johnny to be kind to these people again because they took her side knowingly this job meant so much to him. This goes back to the Britney Spears situation because the whole media outlets were portraying her in a false way. They portrayed her in a negative way. This is what happened to Johnny Depp, falsely painting him as the woman beater. He did not beat this woman. I think that the media was happy that he lost his major movie roles. They want to say that's karma. However, karma will come back around and follow those who ran with the false narrative. Coming from Amber Heard, I don't think that they realized how much it hurt him when he lost his role with the Pirates of the Caribbean 6 and Fantastic Beasts 3. Actually, he had some role in Fantastic Beasts 3. I blame the media, including Hollywood, because Amber Heard admitted to abusing Johnny Depp. They did not want to accept that part. They did not want to handle the truth. Well, the truth hurts, so suck it up. In other words, the mainstream media did not want to hear that Amber Heard was not innocent. My thoughts with this entire situation are that there are people who will turn on you and people will be positive to your face. You never know what someone could have done behind the scenes. This happens in relationships and friendships. I don't want to be naive about a lot of things. People have to stop being oblivious to the things that people are doing. It says a lot about people. Their intentions speak louder volumes, while the evidence of Amber Heard beating Johnny Depp was enough proof to show that she was the aggressor. The mainstream media did not want to accept the truth. I feel that the mainstream media already shot themselves in the foot. That is the fact. Once the audios came out, Warner Bros. And Disney were silent. They didn't say anything. They did not apologize for making a mistake because, of course, Johnny Depp was forced to leave or he was fired. If they both called him and said, you know what, we made a mistake for firing you, we want you back working on the set, I would have respected it. Their marketing tactics may bother the public eye because they don't like that they are working with Amber Heard. I'm talking about Warner Bros. It makes me feel distraught because Johnny Depp is not able to film in movies at this point. I have a hard time believing that his career is over. When it comes to acting in movies, I agree that a person should be arrested for false allegations. I'm talking about Amber Heard. I don't care what gender it is. Johnny Depp was not arrested for domestic violence. That speaks volumes because she is a repeat offender. It concludes that she was a toxic person while she was married to Johnny Depp. I feel that Amber's past in 2009 is a reflection of who she is as a person. I would have respected it if the mainstream media went deep into her 2009 arrest. I can't say that I'm surprised to hear about it. I guess that I never thought about her repeated past actions. If the mainstream media can mention her 2009 criminal history, why couldn't the mainstream media publish a story about how Amber admitted to abusing Johnny Depp? Her actions of being toxic reflects who she is as a person every time she is in a relationship with someone that is being real. I'm not apologizing for saying that I don't respect her. I want the best for Johnny Depp. What is so sick is that Warner Bros. Continue to work with Amber Heard. Let's talk about the idea of losing friends. I want to go into it a little more. Not only he was screwed by his ex-wife. You have people in the industry and the mainstream media who will turn on you. Hollywood is not your friend because there are people in Hollywood who will snake you. Most of the people in Hollywood care about their careers, as far as I know. In other words, your convenient friends will turn against you. I'm assuming that many people in Hollywood are lazy and effortless enough to believe one side of the story and not give people the benefit of the doubt, especially when people make serious allegations. I know that it sounds insulting. I came to the conclusion that it's hard to make friends in Hollywood. Jealousy is common in Hollywood. Jealousy is a real disease. Being greedy with money must be a disease in Hollywood. It must be a real disease for Amber Heard to know that Johnny Depp is more successful than her. I already learned that you have to watch everyone these days. You can't be too comfortable and assume that everyone is your friend, especially in Hollywood. Serious allegations are nothing to play with. There's nothing to laugh about. I know that Hollywood can be evil even if people are completely innocent from abuse. I know that many people in Hollywood get away with a lot of things in the industry because none of the things people do gets reported or talked about. People are always covering up a lot of stuff. I always hear stories about bad people in Hollywood. If anything else, I would not want to work in Hollywood. It doesn't matter what I would work as. That is why I do not like Hollywood. I'm sure that people are hiding something in the Hollywood streets. Hollywood is rebellious towards certain people, maybe for no reason. It was very hard for Johnny to be forced to lose out on lucrative acting deals from Warner Bros. Because it meant so much for him to make the best out of these movies. He spoke about it. He has memories for having major movie roles with these well-known movies. He recently posted an image of a thank you message to the people that follow, support him, and stand by him on Instagram. Let me read his Instagram post online. Give me just a moment. This is what he wrote. In light of recent events, I would like to make the short following statement. Firstly, I'd like to thank everybody who has gifted me with their support and their loyalty. I have been humbled and moved by your many messages of love and concern, particularly over the last few days. Secondly, I wish to let you know that I have been asked to resign by Warner Bros. From my role as Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts, and I have respected and agreed to make that request. Finally, I wish to say this surreal judgment of the court in the UK will not change my fight to tell the truth. I confirm that I plan to appeal. My resolve remains strong and I intend to prove that the allegations against me are false. My life and career will not be defined by this time and moment. Thank you for reading. Sincerely, Johnny Depp. That is what he posted on his Instagram. I don't find Johnny Depp to be labeled as a controversial person. He's not the type of person to be an attention whore. Amber Heard is an attention whore. That is very factual. I don't find Johnny Depp to be a violent and hostile person according to the evidence we saw. If you're someone that does not believe Johnny Depp, then you are the one that is running the worst narrative by siding with Amber Heard. The thing is that I like Johnny Depp. I can't help to think about how accomplished Johnny Depp is with his well-known movie acting roles, especially in the Pirates of the Caribbeans. Big time fan of Johnny Depp. Amber Heard, not at all. Amber Heard is not someone that did something exciting at all. It's clear Amber Heard modeled off of Johnny Depp, let alone being the ex-wife of Johnny Depp. I bet Johnny is still fighting for his reputation. Millions of his supporters are still fighting for his reputation. They will not stop saving his career while making sure that the movie studio production knows that Amber Heard is a snake and a liar. I think that the only way to fight for his reputation is to keep speaking up and knock some sense into the acting industry that he is innocent. I'm talking about Warner Bros. And Walt Disney Studios. He did nothing wrong. There's no evidence that he put his hands on Amber. More than millions of people are dragging Amber Heard, and she deserves to be dragged up and down. The acting industry doesn't care that her demeanor does not lie. I'm talking about her unstable behavior and her mistreatment on men. YouTube commentators are uploading videos in defense of Johnny Depp and dragging her for ruining this man's career and reputation. I can't name every YouTuber's name for talking about the dispute between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. There are lots of names to list, and the list is very long. Every video I watched discussing the dispute, I always thought that they made valid points. They're always defending Johnny Depp. It feels that I'm on the same page watching them making their point cross and talking about the Amber and Johnny Depp dispute. If Johnny Depp can work with other major movie production companies, I wonder if they kept up with the story between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. At this point, it looks like Disney and Warner Bros. Did not pay attention to the update between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. They're like, you know what? We do not care what people are going to say. We're going to do what is best for business. Well, what you guys are doing is bad for business in general. Amber Heard is bad for business. I want to talk about the witnesses. There are witnesses that spoke out about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. One of them is Depp's estate manager. Her name is Tara Roberts. Let me go over her side of the story, and this is what she wrote. She joined the discussion with stories that Johnny Depp's children witnessed the aftermath of at least one of their major altercations. It was between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. The altercation was Tara made a reference when Amber and Johnny Depp were in the Bahamas in 2015. There was a verbal altercation where Amber Heard was belittling Johnny Depp. According to Tara, Johnny Depp had a gash on his nose. Amber Heard admitted to throwing a quart-sized can of lacquer thinner at Depp's face and causing the injury, though she's adamant that the entire situation was misrepresented in recordings and statements. It's possible that Tara was at least there with Johnny Depp's children. That is what she said. And Tara said more stuff. She said that she saw Amber lunge at Johnny, clawing, tugging, and aggressively pulling him. He continued to stand there, yelling at her to stop and leave him alone. When he stepped back to leave, her onslaught would start again. During the entire incident, she mentioned that she never saw Johnny hit Amber or push her back, nor did he physically react to the attacks. That is Tara's side of the story. It's very toxic, and I highly believe that one of his baby mothers disliked Amber Heard from the start. I can't really blame them. Maybe they had some type of suspicions against her. I don't doubt that his children dislike Amber Heard. That is the part that's not surprising. This witness was also a live-in friend who knows Johnny and Amber during their marriage. It was alleged that Amber Heard faked her injuries in order to blackmail Johnny Depp. Depp's childhood friend named Isaac Baruch said pictures of Amber Heard's injuries leaked to the media where it's considered, fake. There are fake bruises. He mentioned that there are no bruises on her face. He was saying that they were phony. I want to talk about how Amber Heard should go through her downfall in real life. I don't know Amber Heard personally, so she doesn't know me at all. She hasn't done anything to me. She deserves to lose and she doesn't need to work again. She doesn't need to work in the acting industry again. I really hope that she doesn't get any work opportunities when it comes to acting. She is a manipulative and a low-life con artist. In real life, I know that she has a lot of issues. She has a negative attitude. She's a shady person. If she can disrespect and ruin someone's career, I'm wondering if she's in bed with the next man and ruin the next man's career. I believe that she planned this after the altercation happened. It was between her and Johnny Depp. I don't like to say it. I believe that she deserved to be recorded for admitting to physically abusing Johnny Depp. I'm not for recording audios of someone speaking. This one is a blessing. The media was quiet when the proof came out. She used the Me Too movement to get far in life. I also believe that she was using him and the Me Too movement just to take away his success. It's very clear that Amber Heard was obsessed with being successful. That shows how disingenuous she is. The Me Too movement should throw her to the side because she is nothing but a user. She should not be allowed to run a Me Too movement. She's a freeloader. I find it messed up. Everyone is seeing who she is as a person. At the end of the day, Amber Heard came off as persuasive because she thought that everyone would believe it and get away with these allegations. She believed that people would believe her. She thought that everything will slide. You cannot play the victim because you are in your feelings. It looks like she could not get away with it this time. Hollywood should stop working with her. She thought that she was living her best life when the media was taking her side. I highly believe that because her intentions are very obvious as soon as the audios were exposed. Everyone heard it. She did not speak out about the audios. I want to go deep into Amber Heard's true character. What I noticed about her is that her attitude is very horrible. I got this vibe that she has this overly emotional character in her. It's very clear that she always play the victim because she's money hungry. It's real life. I have been hearing stuff that she treated Johnny's kids very badly. I don't know how true that is. She reminds me of a lot of women who want to boss people around, who likes being submissive, so they think that being bossy will prevent them from being submissive. I feel that's what she does. I can see her to be a cloud chaser. She needs to put cloud chaser on her resume because that's her personality. She has a big ego because she thinks that she can get away with ruining people's careers. I don't support that. I don't respect that. Nobody sees Johnny Depp as this egotistic, narcissistic person. I don't respect that. Amber Heard is a narcissist because she is either ignoring or being thoughtless about what she's doing to Johnny Depp, so her allegations are still hurting him. In real life, I just don't like to be around people who are purposely thoughtless. It's affecting his sons and daughters. I already got opportunistic vibes from her, especially with the Me Too movement. She thought that she got away with this. She already knows why the public eye is against her. She can dish it, but she can never take it. That's her own problem. What she did will make every movie franchise look bad because, again, Hollywood was defending and taking her side. It's very clear that you can't trust Amber Heard at all. I would not trust anything that comes out of her mouth. Everyone has the right to dislike Amber Heard, let alone stop respecting her because of what she did to Johnny Depp. You can tell that she did not want him to be successful at all. It's clear that she slandered Johnny Depp out of emotion. I don't like it when people do things out of emotions. I don't respect it at all. That's what I saw. Another reason why I can't take her seriously is that she has a hostile, violent past. Again, she never changed her ways. Let's not forget that Amber Heard was arrested on domestic violence back in 2009. TMZ covered it. TMZ did a story on her criminal history with domestic violence. I guess that's impossible for her to go work at someone's mama's pop shop because everybody is going to question her and call her out by her name. The customers might call her out by her name, let alone defend Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp does not need to work at McDonald's or Burger King. He was not made for that. He's above that. She ruined so many lives and their careers. We don't need the devil in the acting industry. She needs to live with it for the rest of her life. I would not be surprised if she had people involved to do her dirty work. It has to relate to tarnish Johnny Depp's character. She did not say, I got caught, I violated him. I remember when there was an article that titled, Johnny Depp was being blackmailed by his ex-wife back in 2016. At first, I thought that it was an allegation that Johnny Depp made against her. I'm not saying that this is factual. I highly believe that she was blackmailing him. It has to do something with her being paid in such a nefarious, negative way. I could see her doing that, especially because she's always doing something shady. She always wants that quick cash. Where are you gonna get that quick cash from? Through sugar daddies on Bumble or 90 Day Fiancé? The issue with her is that no one is a fool to put a title "victim" on their forehead. I realize that people do not want what is best for her anymore without actually saying it because she just showed her true colors. When it comes to the UK defamation court battle, I highly believe that she was working with someone to ruin Johnny's career. That's how I look at it. I want to go over why the both of them fell off. I highly believe that Amber Heard has been abusing Johnny Depp before the stories came out of how Amber violated Johnny Depp. I just think that Johnny recorded her because he's constantly tired of her. He's tired of being blamed for her actions. Amber decided that he was the bad guy, therefore he would be blamed for her own actions and her emotions. Maybe he knew that she was a spiteful person. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe that was his way of escaping from this toxic marriage and being tired of her life. He realized that the marriage would not last long because of her toxic behavior. No one likes her toxic behavior. It's hard for me to believe that she's good at her job. I don't know if Johnny Depp knew about her toxic behavior before being married to her. I don't know if he realized what he was getting himself into. I see why the marriage did not last long. I'm not saying that this is factual. I see how Johnny Depp kept his whole composure together during the leaked audios. Their marriage lasted over a year. It was less than 2 years, I believe. Their marriage is the prime example why you can't be too quick to marry people. You never know what can happen in your own relationship. I feel that there are consequences when people rush a marriage. It's very dreadful. I felt that the marriage was rushed. If I was Johnny, then I would not have married her. Unfortunately, he has to live with that. That is what Amber has to live with because she played herself. Her brand is not even a brand. She has no real brand. The only thing that she has are her social media followers. Maybe her income is limited. And I think that she's unhappy with that. I doubt that she would ever get spousal support from Johnny Depp on the long term. Maybe not at all. I don't know. She doesn't deserve it. Like, does she have an email list? Where's her audience at? Johnny Depp has a real brand. Marriage was definitely the biggest mistake with Amber Heard. I feel that if he was not married to her, then his life would be less toxic. I mean, there are consequences with being married to someone, whether it is the right person or the wrong person. That's how I look at it. He was married twice. I feel that he would not be happy. I feel that he would not be with Amber Heard if he did not care about her looks and her body shape. It's very clear that Johnny Depp endured a lot of her behavior in the marriage. It's about time that Johnny Depp is completely done with her. Harper's Bazaar should never work with her. Vogue should never work with her. Allure should not give her attention at all. Elle Magazine should never pay her any attention. Esquire should never work with her, and Style should never associate with her. New Beauty should block Amber Heard's email address for opportunities. It makes sense that Bridal Guide should stay away from her since she is not a married woman and she's a husband beater. She's already the ex-wife. Nylon Magazine needs to put Amber Heard on a no collaboration list. Vibes Magazine should never work with her. Vanity Fair should block her email so they do not work with Amber Heard. I want to talk about who Amber Heard was before she moved to Hollywood and she was with Johnny Depp. Amber Heard had a life before Johnny Depp. The thing is that she had a girlfriend and she left her girlfriend for Johnny Depp. She had a girlfriend while she was living in California. At the end of the day, Amber Heard would not have been in movies if the passion was not there. She was modeling at one point in time, then she stopped modeling. She might as well be a bartender or a struggling worker, work at a post office. She might as well work for Amazon. While Amazon is not unionized, I don't know where she would exactly be if she was not acting. She would not be able to get main casting roles if the passion is not there. Remember, she moved to LA because she was passionate with acting. She landed several movie roles before being with Johnny Depp. I don't remember half of the movies she has been in before being with Johnny Depp. I guess that her life would have been a lot better if it was not for him because of what she did to him. The thing is that if she was not in Hollywood, she would probably work at the bar when she was not acting. Dang it, Hollywood is so expensive. Where can she work since there might be a lot of bars? She might as well work at the strip club. I mean, it sounds like she belongs to be a bartender more than being an actress. Let's not forget that she stopped being a model. I don't see her doing some type of magazine spread for a long time. I mean, how many modeling agencies has she been signed to? I forgot. These magazine companies should stop working with her. I mean, she's never going to be booked since she ruined that man's career. No modeling agency wants to work with her. I mean, is America's Next Top Model dead? I guess that she's too old to be casted for America's Next Top Model. There has to be age limits to be on the show. I guess that makes sense. She can't be on America's Next Top Model because she's a punk. She's distancing herself from something. The Rolling Stones should never work with her. Cosmopolitan magazines should stay away from her. Glamour should stop working with her. Everyone knows that she does not know how to pose since she is a red witch. Imagine she had a temper tantrum for taking a simple photo shoot. These modeling agencies better look deep into her track record when it comes to being with Johnny Depp because she's a curse. I just feel that if Amber was a normal person, being focused on her career and not being in negative situations, everyone would respect her. I would respect her. For life, I just can't take her seriously. I felt that she was unhappy with her life. What I learned is that people can use someone when they are actually being loved by someone that they're with. That's what Amber did to Johnny Depp. She did the same thing with the Me Too movement. Again, I want to go over it later in this episode, the Me Too movement. If Amber Heard did not act or model at all, then she would be living in Texas, not in Hollywood. She might as well work in the ranch. That is where she would probably be at when she's not in Hollywood. I mean, her life would have been a lot different if she was not with Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp would not worry about Amber Heard being in the picture if she was not part of his life. Influential people can afford these lawsuits. I talk about this a lot. In the YouTube community, people get away with slander, and I want to go over the consequences of defamation and how people are accused of abuse. I'm going to go over defamation in a deeper level. Defamation is something that needs to be taken seriously. I feel that people do not take it seriously the way it should be. I don't joke around when it comes to tricking and lying on people. I don't play when it comes to abuse. This is no means to be biased because of someone's gender. This is the last thing that anyone should be doing. I'm already livid about the dispute between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. However, it's wrong to judge someone because of their gender and what they are. I don't care if you're a male or a female, I'm a male. So let me talk about slandering and defaming someone's character. It reminds me of why I don't want many friends because there are people who want something negative and permanently damaging for you. I'm fine with not having too many people in my circle. My thing is that if you want to be spiteful to someone because you're in your feelings, then that's your problem. You have no one to blame but yourself. Once you do it to me, I don't care how long we have known each other, you and I will never be on the same page. We will never be on good terms. I promise you that something based on what you did is going to come back at you 10 times harder. This will reflect on you for the rest of your life. If you're grown enough to do something serious like this, I don't care how old you are, you should be grown enough to deal with people considering what you did to someone as a reason not to respect you. I mean, Johnny Depp is not alone to have a stained reputation because there are other celebrities who also have been defamed, whether they came back from it or not. Let's not forget that there are regular people who have been a victim of defamation and slander. It's hard for regular people to recover from it and go forward with defamation lawsuits because these lawsuits cost thousands of dollars. These lawsuits are very hard to prove. I think that these lawsuits are challenging because the people who claim to have proof cost them thousands of dollars. We don't see this stuff on the mainstream media because the mainstream media focuses on high influential people. Is it fair? No. I can't indicate if someone has a chance of winning in court for defamation. I don't have all the answers. I'm not a lawyer. We rarely hear about regular people suing people for defamation. Anything can happen behind the scenes. Like, we have a right to question what people are doing. I think that's common that privileged people and get sued for defamation later on. That is why I don't support lots of influencers on YouTube today. Once people damage someone's reputation, whether they were sued for defamation or not, your action to take someone down is reflected on you. Public perception is on Johnny Depp's side. I can't respect it when people are forming fabrications to build up more lies and damage someone's livelihood. Amber Heard did what she did to hurt this man's career and fabricated everything to play the victim. The reality is that no one will respect you and you're the one that's making yourself look bad when you ruin someone's career. That's Amber Heard. Amber Heard may know that she damaged this man's reputation, but she keeps playing the victim and deflecting. The reason why this stuff hits me is because I know a couple of people who have been victimized by defamation, and so is I. I have constant bad flashbacks when this happened to me many times. It's a long story, so I will not go in depth about it. I know it is the worst thing to be slandered. People are quick to turn their back on you. You may lose friends and you will know people's true colors. When people show you their true colors, you need to believe it. Don't allow these people back in your life again. Once you attempt or actually ruin people, the respect that you have from people is completely gone. There's nothing you can do to redeem yourself if you lied on someone because you either wanted to ruin someone or you just wanted some money. This is not a joke. Therefore, we already see what it is with Amber Heard. In this time period, you learn who has your back and who does not. Things will not be the same anymore. It's selfish that she's living off of Depp having a bad reputation and he's not filming at all. Like, he's not filming at this point. It's not fair that she did not lose any lucrative acting deals while he did. Johnny Depp was not found guilty on the accusations Amber made against him, and the media outlets did not defend him at all. Instead, they took Amber's side. I wish that it was the other way around because everyone wanted Johnny Depp to win this legal case against his son. I find it very heartless and evil that there are people who stand by those who play the victim and actually lie on people. There are people that stood by Amber. The people that stood by Amber Heard are the same people that shot themselves in the foot. That says a lot about them. I know millions of people already saw through the BS with Amber Heard. Why haven't Hollywood and the mainstream media known about this? You know what I mean? It says a lot about people who know the truth, but they will fabricate more lies to save themselves. That is a reflection of Amber didn't tell the truth. That is the worst narrative to come up with, and you run with it. I mean, I generally did not know that it would be this bad to have a girlfriend or a wife. They both told their side of the story. Their marriage was very toxic. I believe that that is why they both went their separate ways. Let's not forget that defamation has civil and legal consequences behind your intentions. This is upsetting because he lost a civil case against the son. Look how sick this is. This is sickening and disgusting. There's currently no indication that Warner Bros. Plans on releasing Amber Heard from her contract playing Mera in the Aquaman franchise. It would be nice if they did that. However, I had to keep myself updated about the dispute between Amber and Johnny Depp. I read a recent article that Warner Bros. Is not removing Amber Heard for her role as her on Aquaman 2. I thought that was some BS because Warner Bros. Would have done something about it if they kept themselves updated with the dispute between Amber and Johnny. If Johnny Depp won the case against Amber Heard, it should be interesting to see if the studio pulls a similar move regarding Heard's role in Aquaman 2, that he's innocent. It seems that Amber Heard's opportunity would be taken away from her if she lost that defamation lawsuit. There are people who are willing to do anything for money. People rely on others for money. A lot of people do that because they're not happy with their life. I noticed that people dismiss it when females abuse males. When the roles reverse, all of a sudden, people take this very seriously when a male was violent. My thought is that I don't condone violence. It's wrong to start with someone and you actually provoke them. I'm not defending anybody. That is what Amber Heard did. If you're someone that provokes someone, then you're not a victim. I don't think that has to be about violence. I don't like to be divided when it comes to gender because you have to set certain standards. I don't like to stereotype males and females because I look at all sides and angles. I feel that many females are worse in their own ways because they are likely to do reprehensible stuff and people might not notice it. A number of females do a lot of things in silence. In other words, they get away with it more easily than most males. Several females, not a lot, not all, a number of them act like professionals to be spiteful. I think that the reason why several females get away with certain things is because they enjoy the free pass from getting punished. In other words, they're afraid to be held accountable. I'm not saying that all females are negative and heartless. I'm not saying that all males are portrayed to be evil. Things are not recognized when males can also be a subject of abuse. The real reason why people forget this is that many people focus on females being a subject of abuse. they focus on the subject of females being a victim. People are not letting this go at all. When several men do something serious, they're more likely to be the scapegoat. In other words, they are not rewarded when there's proof they were victimized. It's not fair to everyone at all because people are quick to blame others. A number of males are likely to be the bad guy, even if they were victimized and innocent. When several females do it, people dismiss it. Like, society is backwards when it comes to these gender roles. They are likely to get free passes and become rewarded with bad behavior. It's so easy to blame a number of males when they do something wrong and people witness it. This type of stuff is very common in relationships. Both males and females can be abused in relationships. My thought is that you cannot be too quick to believe allegations that are hard or impossible to prove. It doesn't change that abuse has to be taken seriously. I feel that Amber Heard dug a grave for herself. I hate that when a woman does something reprehensible, it gets swept under the rug. The problem that I have is that several actual victims are afraid to use their voices because they know that they will be silenced. A number of people are dismissive when people tell them, "Oh, why don't you just leave?" They are told, "You're a liar." No one believes your story. This is the prime example of why victims of abuse don't come forward because they don't want to have their reputation tarnished and stained. I mean, they're afraid that their story will not be defined as credible. They don't want to be discredited for speaking up. The end, period. There's no way that real victims of abuse will do this for clout. The problem with speaking out is how much backlash and harassment these victims get. They know that they will lose their career, and speaking out will hurt their career and their future. That's how I look at it. This is why I don't fall for the quote unquote believe all women movement and believe all men or males are evil movements too quickly. It does not change that people have a right to tell their story. You can't stop someone from doing that. You can't control it. I think that you can control whether you want to tell your story or not. Sometimes it's hard to be around someone when people state serious allegations against you because you don't know what people are doing behind the scenes. That is very creepy. I want to talk about the Me Too movement and how flawed it is. My issue is that Amber Heard is the primary reason why the Me Too movement is flawed. The things people do cheapens the movement because they diminish people who are real victims. There are people who lie about being a victim for attention. They like to put real victims on the sideline by focusing on clout. They disregard the real victims. I feel that she used the Me Too movement to gain some clout when she was using Johnny Depp for fame and money. No disrespect, I felt that the marriage was not real between Johnny and Amber Heard. I mean, she used him to get far in life when it comes to her acting career. I find that very insulting. My thing is, if people actually care and want to look out for real victims of abuse, then stop focusing on your career and help these people get out of it. They are obsessed with taking the express road to get fame. I mean, everyone knows that she was trying to hype up the Me Too movement. I can't respect that Amber Heard was the face of the Me Too movement because everything about her is a lie. Hollywood and the mainstream media did not call her out for being a Me Too fraud, and that includes Warner Bros. As well. They did not do that. There are people who are very sneaky. It sets a bad example for people because there are people who have power. The last thing that you want to happen to you is being lied on when someone accuses you of abuse and the person actually abused you. Real victims of abuse will not fabricate anything like that. That is a fact. I also find it insulting because there are people who actually have to relive with it. You are reducing room for people to speak out. That is very toxic. There are people who are very manipulative and conniving. There was probably a time when Amber Heard was playing the victim by saying to Johnny Depp, "Johnny, stop hitting me." I can see her setting him up for him to go to jail, especially when he did not do anything wrong. You don't know what can happen when he's in prison. Prison is the last place you want to be in. I can imagine that it's full of nightmares. I'm sure that Johnny Depp would not be in that position. I can think of one person who does not represent the people who are actually real victims. There was an actress who was an activist for the Me Too movement. She was the leader because she wanted to drain the swamp of not only Hollywood but Harvey Weinstein as well. She accused Harvey Weinstein of abuse. Her name is Asia Argento. She had an affair with Anthony Bourdain. She was the same person who accused Harvey Weinstein of S abuse. Anthony Bourdain is this well known person who went on international food trips. It was well documented. He traveled to other countries by trying out cultural foods. He respected the cultures. Asia Argento is a Me Too fraud. Like, I don't care what anyone says because there are people who want to support Asia Argento so bad. That's very disgusting. It came out that she smashed a 17-year-old boy. There was some hush money involved. Asia Argento quietly arranged to pay the accuser $380,000. That is what was being reported. The thing is that it's very disgusting. Hush money is very disgusting, and hush money can define your character very quickly. We need to take it seriously on why hush money is bad. The reason why hush money was involved is that she wanted to protect her reputation. Well, her reputation is ruined. There was a time when it was reported that she would move to a different country if she was actually exposed for smashing a minor or she was convicted for it. There was another thing that happened. If Asia Argento was smashing my 17-year-old son or daughter, I will call legal authority on her. I have to do it. It has to be reported. It was also reported that the accuser had his major income dropped since he was assaulted by Asia Argento. It was when he had to speak out. The accuser was also an actor. He lost major roles in movies and shows. The reason why Asia Argento is disgusting is that she ruined that person and she has children. She is a mother. You expect that a mother would do better and do the right thing. You have children and you smash a 17-year-old male. She took advantage of him. I felt that Asia Argento used that accuser. She considered that accuser, the friend. You don't want to hurt your friends and take advantage of them, especially someone who looks up to you. You're supposed to set a better example for that person. On TMZ, there was a photo that surfaced between the both of them. She may be a survivor, but she should not be allowed to be an activist for those who are real victims of abuse. Asia Argento was denying these allegations. There was allegedly proof of text messages when Asia Argento had a conversation with a friend. In the text messages, she allegedly admitted that she had sex with the accuser, so it says a lot about Asia Argento. Asia Argento claimed that he was a minor. We can't invalidate the accuser's story. I can say Asia Argento is money hungry and that is part of her true character. That's what I believe. It's also part of her true character for doing something shady behind the scenes. There are people who are money hungry because they care about their job. If she cared about her reputation, then she would not have justified for smashing a 17-year-old male. I feel that the Me Too movement has been getting a lot of backlash because of people going against what the Me Too movement is about. If you're around a minor, it's against the law to give minors alcohol. That is child abuse. Someone could go to jail for that. It has been alleged that the accuser was drinking alcohol while he was around Asia Argento. Because people consider anything to cancel culture, let's talk about cancel culture. And I don't agree with the idea of canceling Amber Heard. It doesn't change that I don't respect Amber Heard as a person. The real reason why I'm saying this is that we have a right to hold her accountable. That's not what cancel culture is about. That's not how I look at it. I find it very picky in my opinion. I feel that cancel culture is about selective outrage, of trying to ruin their career. I feel that in cancel culture, we pick who to target. It's impossible to cancel her because she ruined herself. We have a right to say that we don't like you, we don't respect you, we don't care how well you do in life, we don't care how well you're living. We choose not to look up to you anymore. We are not paying attention to you anymore. When someone is doing something problematic and I have a right to discredit you because you're not a good person, that's a reflection on her. People have the right to discredit her false narrative about being abused and the alleged fake bruises. At the end of the day, getting the law to hold her accountable, it's not cancel culture to me. It will not work to cancel, for example, Warner Bros. And Disney. If Johnny Depp does not want to work with Warner Bros. And Disney because of his career termination, that's his decision. If Johnny Depp felt that he was falsely terminated from his acting deals, then he has the right to feel that way. I bet that Johnny Depp is still working. I feel that Amber Heard was trying to get him canceled so he would not work again and she would ruin his reputation. That's the vibe that I got from Amber Heard. At this point, I don't know what tactic is considered with cancel culture. Again, we should speak with our wallets. If you want to stop supporting Amber Heard as a person and a businesswoman, then don't buy her stuff. If her business does not last, then it'll be on her, not on anyone. She'll never be on the same level as Kim Kardashian and Kylie Jenner, Bill Gates, and Elon Musk. People wanted her to be canceled badly. I wanted Amber Heard to be fired from her role in Aquaman 2. I'm not saying this to cancel someone because I'm against cancel culture. Some people are saying that she's canceled. You can't say that she's canceled if people dislike her while she's working in the acting industry. In addition, the law is not holding her accountable. That's what I'm saying. My thoughts with cancel culture is that people keep claiming that they will not watch Aquaman 2. I'm not for cancel culture because it's dismissive and it does not help to hold people accountable. You never know what the end result will be because sometimes we target the wrong people. People were holding Warner Bros. Accountable for hiring Amber Heard to be Hera on Aquaman 2. I agree that she should not have been casted in Aquaman 2 in the first place. I can't disagree with that. However, people should have gone after the franchise because of what she did to Johnny Depp, make a petition against him. That's what happened. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with making a petition, but it didn't work to stop Warner Bros. From working with Amber Heard. It's because they filmed some scenes. I don't know if Aquaman 2 is pausing to film some scenes because there were rumors that Amber Heard will not be playing as her anymore. Someone will replace her. I wish that it was true. I have seen people forming solid opinions about Warner Bros. Decisions and Walt Disney's business decisions for letting Johnny Depp go. I heard that some people say I will not watch Fantastic Beasts 3 and Pirates of the Caribbean 6. I hear people say this all the time. I'm not going to watch Aquaman 2. I don't think that would be worth it for me to watch Pirates of the Caribbean 6 and Fantastic Beasts 3. I'm not against people who are rightfully complaining about Amber Heard. That's what I hear a lot. If you are against watching Aquaman 2, then you should speak with your own wallets. If you don't want to watch Pirates of the Caribbean 6, then you need to speak with your own wallets. If you saw ads about Aquaman 2 and Pirates of the Caribbean 6, then disable it. Then you will not see it again. I suggest that you speak louder than words by not using your money to watch movies such as Aquaman 2, Pirates of the Caribbean 6, and Fantastic Beasts 3. I understand that you would know certain people who would make brands and companies look bad because they have an unforgivable, damaging reputation. I agree with it. I feel the same way. At the end of the day, your voice matters. I'm on the pro Johnny Depp fan side. Don't feel ashamed to speak up. They didn't make a petition to bring him back to Fantastic Beasts 3. I saw no petition about it. There are more signatures to fire Amber Heard from Aquaman 2 than the petition to bring Johnny Depp back to Pirates of the Caribbean 6. I don't think that it should be reflected upon your character and it should not define who you are. I don't care if people want to watch Aquaman 2 or not. I can't control it. The movie is still in the works. If you don't want to watch it, then stick by it. I feel the reason why people don't want Amber Heard in Aquaman 2 is that people, including Johnny Depp fans, find it impossible to separate the career and the personal life aspect. I completely have a hard time separating the career and personal life aspect of a person. I can't do it with a lot of people, including famous people. For example, there are millions of people who dislike Chris Brown because he has a history with violating women. He physically abused Rihanna. I know people don't want to talk about Chris Brown. He's the prime example of why people can't separate the career and personal life aspects of Chris Brown. If you think about it, Chris Brown has a repeated track record for being a woman beater. Not only he put his hands on Rihanna, he also put his hands on Karrueche Tran. Karrueche filed a permanent restraining order. It was granted. It had to last for 5 years. She had to speak out. I believe in 2017, no one wants the reputation of being an abuser during an abusive relationship. When regular people lose a job for what they did, then they don't get second chances. When it's celebrities, then people will let it slide and let it go. When it comes to me knowing who people are, I never let anything slide past me, and people are not going to cast a spell on me so I forget what they did. I'm never going to forget what they did. People have the right to be outraged, and it's for the right reasons. It's fine to feel that you are against giving Amber Heard second chances. I don't want to just talk about the movie production companies. When it comes to The Sun, the newspaper from the UK, we have to hold the writer of the article accountable. I also want to hold the people accountable when they were against Johnny Depp. It relates to the court battle between The Sun and Johnny Depp. It doesn't change that I blame Amber Heard for his loss. At the UK court battle, whoever was part of Amber's plan to ruin his reputation, we have to hold these people accountable and know their true character. This is no means to be unfair, but losing a defamation lawsuit should be Amber's downfall, and her career should have been over a long time ago. Again, I'm not saying that we have to cancel these people because it's not going to have a result that we need. Let's talk about the updates first. Amber Heard reached out to the media and said that there are bots to sign the petition about removing her acting role as Hera in Aquaman 2. You can tell that she was mad and heated, but no one really cares. She was heated. It's not enough to hold her accountable for what she did to Johnny Depp. She's still proving that she's guilty. She was mocking those who signed the petition to be fake. In other words, she called the signatures bots. People are pissed and they were going off on her. I will not be associated with people like that, especially if it was an outsider. I also found out that Johnny Depp got to keep $10 million from one scene in Fantastic Beasts 3. I don't know if $10 million is enough for him to be forced to resign from Warner Bros. I just hope that he's not out I just hope that he is not out of a job to act permanently. I don't know if it would make a difference on how their money is affected if Johnny Depp filmed one scene and he cannot film the rest of the scenes in Fantastic Beasts 3. I mean, how much money would they lose if Johnny Depp is not going to be casted in the rest of the Fantastic Beasts 3 scenes film? I am questioning it already. I wonder the same thing for Amber. Would it make a difference if removing Amber from her acting role as Hera on Aquaman 2 hurt or benefit Warner Bros? Millions of people who are Johnny Depp fans are infuriated with Warner Bros. For siding with Amber the same way that I'm upset about it. Disney Disney did not make a statement after Johnny left. People are saying that it will be karma if you're not doing anything to side with Johnny Depp, not Amber Heard. They are talking about Warner Bros. And Walt Disney, two different production companies who own two different movies, Fantastic Beasts 3 and Pirates of the Caribbean 6, that either forced him to resign or they both fired him. I will say that I agree with it, that it's karma. I'm not saying that we should tell what both Warner Bros. And Walt Disney should do, that Johnny Depp is a victim of abuse and slander. They don't care at all. That's the point. Since it's bogus to get Johnny Depp fired, then have the same energy for Warner Bros. For siding with his ex-wife. Let's not forget the companies that endorse Amber Heard. L'Oreal still endorses Amber Heard. Guess Girl also endorses Amber Heard. I don't think that the Warner Bros. Will do anything to remove Amber Heard from her role of Aquaman 2 unless they see that the movie does not do well. That's how I look at it. That will be their karma. At the end of the day, people are not going to stop talking about this. Things will naturally happen because people already know the truth, so you can't change the facts. Johnny Depp fans are making sure that his name is alive so Warner Bros. And Walt Disney does not forget the significant impact he made with the movie roles that both of these movie production companies filmed. At this point, we will see what happens. This has been rough for Johnny Depp with marriage drama, divorce, court drama, losing out on major lucrative acting deals and this woman ruining this man's career, Dior is sticking by Johnny Depp. I will say that this is positive news, and I'm glad that Dior is sticking by him. I heard that fans bought the cologne and fragrant products to support Johnny Depp. If Johnny Depp is still working with them, I might consider buying stuff from them. I respected that Dior did not drop him at all. Dior is not playing with their money. Maybe they know that Amber Heard is a narcissist. I also heard that the commercial was filmed and he was in it, so it appeared in the UK. I also heard the cologne sales went up. It went up 23%. It came from the fans supporting Johnny Depp so he can live his life. Johnny Depp was paid between $3 million and $5 million for the commercial work. I wish that I bought the cologne. I know a bunch of people are supporting him, but still, this is not over. That's what the cologne is called. I will say that Dior working with Johnny Depp has been a blessing for them. Johnny Depp is a marketing tool for Dior, well, a marketing icon. Johnny Depp is very blessed to work with Dior. I kept up with the story with Tim Burton and Johnny Depp and how they were in talks about being casted in Adam's Family series. Tim Burton and Johnny Depp know each other. It's reported that Johnny Depp will be casted as Gomez. I will say that good things come to those who are doing good things. That's another blessing for Johnny Depp. I was expecting to hear lots of good things about Johnny Depp. Dior hasn't commented on the legal issues between Amber and Johnny Depp. I predict that Johnny Depp will receive more blessings by having either movie or series acting opportunities, maybe as long as it has nothing to do with Warner Bros. And Walt Disney Studios. It's a slap in the face. It's a terrible situation. I don't know if he's endorsed by major companies. If he is, then I hope that they know he's innocent. This is a prime example of speaking with your wallets. Not only that, cancel culture is not effective. I guess we will see where it goes. I heard that Amber Heard was fired from her role in Aquaman 2. There's a person who is replacing her, allegedly. I don't know if she's actually fired. The thing is that the US defamation lawsuit will happen in the court battle in 2022. I really hope for the best when it comes to Johnny Depp. I'm not sorry for saying this because Amber Heard is a snake and a disgusting person. I don't feel bad that Amber Heard is getting the hate and the way people talk bad about her because there is no doubt that she repeated being an irreversible negative person. I also heard that Pirates of the Caribbean 6 has not filmed yet, maybe because it has something to do with the court case with Johnny Depp. But I know that they might be thinking about Johnny Depp. I heard rumors that Johnny Depp was coming back to Pirates of the Caribbean 6. However, I had to look up multiple articles on the internet and I could not find the proof to see that Jerry Bruckheimer wants to bring Johnny Depp back to Pirates of the Caribbean 6. I don't believe that he's coming back until it's proven he is. I would like him to come back. Before I wrap this episode up, I have more things to say. I also want the people to be exposed on who was taking Amber's side. I'm talking about the people in Hollywood. I also believe that she deserves to be in prison for defamation and abusing Johnny Depp. I'm glad that this lawsuit is happening on a federal level. I don't play when it comes to people's character. It's completely disgusting to intentionally ruin someone's reputation and people can't make any money. My thing is that if you cannot prove something and you are sure you are doing the right thing by telling your story, then stay in your lane and stick by it. I know that's not always possible. If people wanted her to be removed from Aquaman 2, why didn't Depp fans boycott a makeup company that's working with Amber Heard? I mean L'Oreal. That would make a lot of sense. I know that I was angry talking about what Amber did. This is a big deal in general. I would not want to wish slander on anyone. At the same time, it shouldn't hurt to tell your own story. That's completely heartless and unforgivable to do to anyone. Johnny Depp has been spending millions of dollars to protect his brand and to clean up his own brand. This must be stressful. I'm glad that society is supporting Johnny Depp. Both Amber and Johnny had the same friends in the industry. They worked in the same office because they both act. I can never separate the career and personal life aspect of Amber Heard. I can't separate the career and personal life aspect with a lot of people. She showed that she's a bad person. The audio clips being leaked out proved it. There should not be an argument against why Amber Heard does not deserve to work. I also feel that there should be a truthful discussion on who turned their back on Johnny Depp while he was friends with them in Hollywood. I know that it sucks to lose friends when people turn against you. Unfortunately, the best time to know their true colors is right now. Johnny Depp had to see through the BS. I want to mention that I will keep my eye on this story. Hopefully, I record another episode about the update. I want to see what Warner Bros. Will do if the petition has millions of signatures to fire Amber Heard. I question what Pirates of the Caribbean 6 would be like if Johnny Depp was not casted in that movie. Everyone knows that Johnny Depp has been playing Jack Sparrow for several years, more than 10 years. This is all I have for this episode. I really hope that you enjoyed this episode of the Very Weird podcast. I'm sorry for going off. I had to be calm before recording this episode. Amber Heard disgusts me. I did not want to sound hopeless. It was very, very long. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to this podcast for more episodes. I will be speaking in the next episode.